Well, good afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and I probably look like Kramer from Seinfeld right now. My hair is really dry. I have literally just gotten back home, and I've got to get the studio set up for our live stream coming up in less than 2 hours. Oh my goodness. The work never ends. I mean, it never ends. I left out of here, got my morning video up at 7 a.m. It's 7 p.m. right now. I've driven about 350 miles, done some work, cut some trees, cut some grass, went down to the city and got stuff taken care of to try and get a building permit for the red brick house. I'm back here now. I actually have only had my coffee today, period. That's all I had today. So I need to get myself some dinner because I'm literally running on fumes right now. But like I said, we've got our live stream coming up. And it hit me because as I was coming up the road, got a notification that former Dallas Cowboy defensive lineman David Irvin was released by the Raiders. You'll remember David Irvin threw shade on the Cowboys. And this is what's kind of funny is it seems like when a player leaves the Cowboys, they throw shade on us. And, I don't wish ill will on anybody. But when you've been dating somebody, let's say, for example, or you've been married and you get divorced, maybe you didn't want that person, or maybe the relationship didn't work out the way you wanted it to, and you're happy that it's over with, but you don't really want to see them doing better. You know what I'm saying? For example, I've used this one before. When ladies, I know you do this. When you know that you're going to be at the same function as your ex, you spend a little extra time making sure you look extra good. You make sure you go deep in that closet for that dress that just like pow, 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 right? You spend a little extra time on the makeup and the hair, You might, do a little extra put. You know what you do. And you make sure when you walk past that person that you put a little extra wiggle in your step. Hey, how you doing? And make him go, damn, what was I thinking? How did I let that go? That's how it works. And so you look at that and say, damn, we used to have that guy, and now look at him. Well, it hit me, and I'll go into this more tonight during our live stream. For a while there, we were looking at the Kansas City Chiefs that literally took the guys that we deemed, players that we couldn't get to work, deemed that they're not good enough for the Cowboys, and they go to Kansas City, and then they're playing the Super Bowl. And we looked and we said, damn, she looked, damn, that used to be mine. Yeah. But in recent history here, when you start looking at David Irvin, we were like, oh man, if that guy could get his head screwed on, he's a baller, because he could have been. And we started saying, damn, we should have re-signed that guy. But yet here it is with the Raiders. Gone. When Malik Collins went last year, people, oh man, that's one of our defensive linemen. He only had 15 tackles, no sacks. Robert Quinn, man, damn it, we need to re-sign Robert Quinn. Damn, we dodged the bullet on that one because he got a $75 million contract and he produced all of 2 sacks last year. Taco Charlton. Taco was here, and just kind of seemed like he was dazed and confused, and blamed it on the Cowboys. He went to Miami. He didn't do too bad in Miami. And then he went to Kansas City, said, oh, damn, here goes another former Cowboy. He going to get a ring. But he ended up with just 2 sacks. He started out like gangbusters. In fact, he had more sacks in the beginning of the year than D-Law. We're like, damn, maybe we should have kept on to Taco. But no, that wasn't the case. And so as we look at a lot of the guys that we have let go, This is when you understand that you're just not evaluating talent well when you let a guy, oh, Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath was just let go by the Raiders. Although he did have 3 interceptions, and he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, he's currently unemployed. So you look at this, and what we're always told by the talking heads is the Dallas Cowboys, man, they are a talented roster, man, and they should be challenging for a Super Bowl. But you got to look at the guys that have been here that we've kept versus the guys that have left to go on elsewhere. Because, it could be that you just don't know how to coach. And we've seen in the past where, we take Brandon Carr, he goes to Baltimore, and all of a sudden he's getting interceptions galore. You've seen a guy like a Terrence Newman who, we say, he can't stay healthy and we can't keep him. And he goes on and ends up playing for another, 25 years, it seems. You look at that and say, maybe it's our system because these guys are thriving elsewhere. But the only guy so far that recent history that we look at and say, yeah, they're doing really good would be Byron Jones, and he's only been gone 1 year. So as we look at this, we got to understand that on our defense, as much as we give them grief, as much as we say, what we do about our defense, the reality is you're only as good as the players that you have on the team. And if the guys we're keeping aren't performing, aren't good enough to be Pro Bowlers or elite players, and the guys that we're letting go aren't making it in the NFL, what that says is we don't have talent really deep on our defense. And let's just hope that we're better at evaluating talent in this year's draft, because we are literally starting all over, and I think the Cowboys are recognizing that because, like I said, you kind of go to Dallas and play on the defense and leave, with the exception of that wing that went to Kansas City. For the most part, you don't look at our guys and say, yeah, man, that's a whole boatload of guys that are great. They get picked up by rosters, don't get me wrong, because there's a lack of talent out there. But the reality is they ain't sticking around. But I'll go into this more tonight because I want to go back through and look at all of the players that have been let go on our defense and how they're doing. But I'm going to say we ain't let go of any Khalil Max. I can tell you that much for sure. Whew. Had to get out here and feed the fishies because they hungry. All right, y'all. I will see you in less than 2 hours on the live stream. And as always, I appreciate you. You guys good? Good. All right. I'll be last to be